RoughRiders continue their series against the Midland Rockhounds tonight, and we're here with Riders relief pitcher Kyle McClellan, who made one of the highlights of the season defensively last night for a pitcher. When was the last time, Kyle, you made a glove flip like that on your way to first base or any base?
I don't know if I've ever done the glove flip thing. It's one of those last chances. It's all I had left to do, and thankfully it worked out in our favor, and I didn't get hurt in the process.
Yeah, did you surprise yourself, A, that you didn't get hurt, and B, that you were able to get there and execute that?
No, I mean, I like to think I'm a decent athlete, so I won't say it surprised me. I think it surprised a lot of other people, though.
Thought maybe it would earn you at least a couple extra batters there, but Boo came right out.
Yeah, I think he knew I was pretty gassed after that.
You know, your last two outings, you've looked much better, probably the best that I've seen you in your time with the RoughRiders early on and then here since you've come back to the team. How have you felt about the way you've thrown here lately?
It's definitely been a process. You know, my first few times here was first time I've been on the mound in almost a year, and so that was kind of to be expected. And then coming back here after spending a little bit of time in Arlington, you know, there's some adjustments here. It's these hitters are a lot different, so it's taken me a little while to adjust to them approach-wise and to get to the point where I feel comfortable with all my stuff. I feel like my arm strength's getting there, and my fastball I'm able to get away with more than I was earlier. And so I feel like everything's kind of coming together, and you know, I think the last two outings are kind of evidence of that.
Yeah, you talk about needing to alter your approach a little bit. I was chatting with Colby Lewis after his start on Sunday in San Antonio, and he said the same thing and about how hitters are just so much more aggressive swinging at that first pitch and not as willing to take. So you have to, I'm sure, keep that partially in mind because you don't want to give up hits and runs, but at the same time you don't want to get away completely from what your plan is.
Well, that's the battle, is when you're used to facing guys that have a good approach and a good plan, and they're wanting to see certain pitches in certain areas. They're going to be more patient and give you an opportunity to you know, either get ahead or fall behind. Here it's a lot different. There's not a whole lot of taking going on, and they're swinging out of your hands. They're not swinging at certain pitches. They're just swinging at strikes or at balls, and so it's a little different. You know, big league guys are used to being around the strike zone and throwing strikes, and young players, they kind of start drooling when they see guys around the strike zone and know that they can get the bat on it. So it's definitely a little adjustment, but you know, coming in and being able to throw, you know, all my pitches in any count is going to benefit me, and make sure I stay aggressive and stick to my game, because ultimately I'm here to get myself back to where I was and get out to the big league level. So you know, I don't want to, you know, veer too far away from that.
When you first came back from Arlington, you talked about how you wanted to really work on your curveball consistency. That pitch wasn't there for you as much as you like, and that's your bread and butter pitch. Where does that stand in terms of your progress?
I definitely feel it's a lot better. There's a lot of things there. My fastball command there wasn't quite there, and that for me is very rare, that I don't have that. And then my curveball, when I get a guy to two strikes, usually I can put him away, and I wasn't able to do that there either. So I think it comes down to arm strength and just repetitions, and so that's been the nice thing here, is I've had enough rest in between, and my arm strength has been able to progress as we go along.
You've also been working on a slider, a pitch that you did not throw. It's looked pretty good. I think I saw it a few times last night. How does that pitch stand?
It's definitely, I like it. I throw a cutter to lefties, and I was throwing a cutter to righties. I just have to be really perfect with it to righties, and it's a pitch that I get beat with a lot against right-handed hitters in fastball counts if it's not exactly where I want it. So I wanted to change it up a little bit, slow it down, add a little depth to it, and I was able to accomplish that and take it into the game. And so far it's been successful. I've gotten a lot of swings and misses on it, which is what I need against right-handed hitters. In a fastball count, I need something that I can throw for a strike that looks like a fastball, and I can hide that curveball until I get the two strikes and make them hit that. So so far it's been successful. It's got exactly what I need. It's 82 instead of 88 like the cutter was. It gives me a little more room for error.